Okay, so Maraudon farming some elemental earth and stuff. First off, the talents. Talents I'm using, running SM Ruin, which is my raid spec at the moment. It's pretty basic, you can pretty much go for whatever. Improved Agony is decent for farming at least, and Nightfall procs, etc. And this destruction tree isn't really anything you need to worry about, it's just a normal rune spec. You could have like improved Lash of Pain or improved Firebolt if you're using your Imp or Succubus. The best spec would probably be like the normal farm build with Shadow Mastery and Demonic Sacrifice. But it's really chill to just do it as a SM spec. When it comes to gear, I'm using full set of Fellheart for the reduced mana costs. Other than that, it's like a decent raid gear. Using the Dark Moon neck. I'm using Onyxia cape. I only have a Sorcerer's Dagger. And I'm using the AV offhand as well as the Onyxia offhand for Princess. Got Skull Wand, Briarwood Reed, and the DM trinket, as well as a nifty stopwatch just for the movement speed. You could use this on Princess, but you don't really need it, so it's just to make the run a bit faster. Using the ring from the Princess quest, as well as a ring of spell power. That's basically it. You need minor speed increase, of course, on boots for Princess. Other than that, there's not really anything you need to have. If you don't have 8 pieces of Fellheart, I would rather go for some more spell power, just your normal raid gear, probably. Maybe like a Fellheart robe instead of whatever you use for raids. And some of the like shadow power only gear pieces could also be some stats. Other than that, we got some macros. We got this little critter macro. I'll post this in the info section on the video as well, but it's basically just to scale up weapon skill, and also just a pet follow macro. Other than that, it's just like normal like macro for Shadowbolt and Wand, some Amplify Curse, Curse of Agony, Corruption, stuff like that. Is there anything else? Yeah, when it comes to the route you're doing, right now I'm using the Scepter. You could also just run in orange if you want some ghost mushrooms. But using the Scepter is what gives you the best gold per hour. When it comes to loot, what we're looking for, we're gonna be killing Tinkerer. We got some decent drops from him with decent gold, as well as kill Princess and hope for either a dagger or a mace. You can also try and sell some runs to rogues who need Trash Blade, which is basically just kill Princess, and if someone wants to buy a Princess ring for some reason, or rotgrip boots. I wouldn't kill rotgrip unless I have a rogue that wants the boots, because it's just such a time waste, and you're supposed to get X at a 24% drop rate, but I'm never getting the drop, so I wouldn't bother with it. But if you like to kill rotgrip, you sure can. Other than that, we're gonna kill the elemental patrols, and they're gonna drop solid stone at about 30% drop chance, which on my server goes for a bit over 3G per stack. And Elemental Earth, which is the real moneymaker in here, which is at a 5% drop rate, which goes for almost 4G on my server, as well as you can make them into greater nature resist potions and just stockpile that. They also drop some grey trash items, which are kind of a nuisance, because a lot of them only stack for 5 on each stack, and some of the stacks only sell for 18 silver, so pretty trash. But the Guardians and Shardlings also have a chance for dropping epics, for example Edge Masters, which would give you a hefty price. So let's just log out and reset, because I've been sitting in here for a while, and do a fresh start. You can, if you have a second account, you can use that for resetting, or you can have a friend reset for you, or you could just have someone invite you and an alt together to reset with that. That's up 2 minutes per run, but it's nice to just sit and play the auction house or something while you wait. So let's go. I like to use the succubus actually. We don't use the pet much, and having the imp, he's gonna like get out of range a lot of times, so you end up losing the buff. Here we got the weapon skill macro. I also have herb, but I'm gonna not use herb this run, just to show how much gold you can make without herbing. Here we're gonna run up on the first elemental pack soon. Pretty basic. We start with a Shadow Bolt, put on a Curse of Doom, and then we banish the first one. And then we just dot up the second one. Clear it. We can start shooting some Shadow Bolts. It's a bit annoying if the pack dies just on top of another pack, but Sometimes that happens. Then we just pull the shots. It's a bit tricky to get them targeted sometimes due to the short nameplate range. Just drag them. Over somewhere and have the dots kill them. And we can have the succubus deal some damage as well. Gonna end up with a lot of solid stone. These are like a decent trash item to keep. These one, lifeless stone, pretty shit. We'll keep them. As long as you have your hot stone set in Desolus. You can like do an hour or two. Then go back and sell and do it all again. Have second pack. Basically just have to be careful about fearing close to these giants. Don't really want to pull them. One resist the doom. That's pretty unfortunate. Basically just means we kill it the same way we kill this. And these guys stun, so they're a bit annoying. Just watch out for the snakes and all the stuff. Here's the next patrol we're gonna kill. And the level 48 ones you can get soul shards from as well. Also, when you have one hitting you can just death coil it to not take that much durability loss. It's not super relevant though. You can also just wand a bit. One elemental earth. We can pick up that next pack on the way back. Just try and get all your dots up before you jump off the ledge. Big one is about to over. One shadow bolt should do the trick. Hopefully no Doom God. And when you tab target, make sure it's one of the shots you have targeted and not like one of the lizards or something. It's pretty annoying. And you will have to like leech them around and either jump into the water to evade or something like that. We can just start. Think not using Doom on him, because we're gonna kill him faster than in a minute anyways, so. Just wait for the breath. Unfortunate place for him to stop. It should also put on free-for-all loot, of course, to make it a bit faster. We got 2 more elemental packs here, and then the one at the start, and it's just princess. We're good. Just gonna heal up here. Take a bit more damage than we should on Tinker. I've been pretty poor at... oh, did have F-coil up. Been pretty poor at keeping my health below full. When you have Siphon life ticking, there's no reason not to life tap. Big one should be just around the corner here. Let him up. We got a ghost mushroom as well if we were herbing. Second elemental earth. We're basically just chilling right now. Not pushing it super hard. Get a death call here. Got a nightfall proc as well. Should have saved the death coil for this one, of course. But hey, it's no problem. Definitely something that would make the run faster. With herbing, you would also go down here and check for blindweed and ghost mushroom over there. Basically just try and not get hit much as possible. Actually, we don't want that yet. We got one more pack to go. Takes a bit more, bit longer without the extra spell power, so nice to have the correct offhand on. We can use Nifty. night due to our runs being over 15 minutes. The Onyxia offhand is perfect. Princess. It also baits out at least 2 dust clouds instead of just 1. With the bar of peasant color, you could use that trinket as well for sure. You can also just use your pet instead of using any trinkets and just use spell power. Will make the run a bit faster. The kill speed on Princess isn't really what's holding you back either way. You could also just skip Princess, but it's nice and simple to kill, so might as well kill her. And again, just jump down here to have them path over there to not take any durability loss. You could also just stay in a hellfire or something. Just wand. Don't care about the durability loss. Big one.
Let's get this party started.
You can also use Hall of Terror if you really want to keep from getting hit, but third Elemental Earth. Normally you get between 2 and 4, I'd say. And again, we're not pushing this super hard or anything. Chilling really. Totally forgot about the Nifty as well. Basically kill that pack without the spell power trinket. These ones can be a bit tricky. Sometimes you end up pulling a giant that patrols down here. Oh, don't pull that. Yeah. Of course. Well, at least now we can look at one of the reset spots. which I guess is pretty nice. Basically. Oh, we can kill these. The giants are super slow, so they're not really dangerous. There's a lot of ways to reset. You can just jump down here. Like, the giants are a bit annoying to reset because you have ranged attacks. And also, nice way to check if you're in combat. If you have item rack, you can just put on a trinket. Then it will put on the trinket when you drop combat. Like, that was a stupid death coil. Hey. Here, in the water. Safe. Just have to wait until you drop combat. Could also just kill the giant, but it takes a bit long in my opinion. Do I actually have to wait for it to get here? Before it figures out it can't hit me? Well, at least this is a safe spot for if you pull like lizards or stuff. I think I'm just gonna kill it then. Fun stuff. Giants basically just drop silver, so really anything fun loot wise. And at least get a soul shell from him. And a solid stone, at least. Hopefully we get a Elemental Earth from some of these. I think we lost one looter due to the shitty behemoth pull. And we lost some more. Damn. Bet you there was an Elemental Earth there. That was shitty. Shitty.
You're in trouble now.
And to be on the safe side, you should always have a soul stone, of course. And the health stone is smart as well, but you almost never need it as long as you do it right. Right now I can't be asked to make one, and I would have to then regen some mana again. And here as well you can just walk in the middle of these, of like jumping in the fall and stuff. And here, pretty simple. I'm not using Doom because I just want to get her to 20% as fast as possible. Just use a Shadow Bolt, use an Immolate, Agony, and the rest of the dots. And the second she starts casting... even hit her from here. Second she starts casting Dust Field, you wanna just put your pet on follow. And you would preferably want to get Immolate and a Shadow Bolt on her before you start running again. You just dot up again. Here. We were a bit lucky with the Dust Field trigger kind of trapped the succubus. All because we went out of range with the Immolate after casting Shadow Bolt. Kinda bad. In theory, you won't need the trinket. Now we can just spam some Shadow Bolts. Get a Soul Shard. And basically 50 G an hour on this run. Was a pretty shit run as well. Oops. So that's it, pretty much. There. Reset. Jump back in. Do it free for all. Then we can do another one real quick.
Now what?
Let's do it with herb as well this time. One herb spot there. There's one father up there as well. And one here. And this one. That's a lot of gold for a blind weed. Just scanned the auction house before I went in, so they're pretty high right now. When you get crit, you might as well just kill it straight off. Oh, of course, we want the AV offhand and not Onyxia skeleton one.
Let's get this party started.
And for some reason we have the carrot on a stick as well. Everything is going wrong. Done goofed up. Hopefully this should be a bit faster now. Probably, like when you get the hang of it, you should be able to do like 25-ish minute runs at least. X. Gotta wait for it then. This is basically the only like tedious part of the farm. We got a ghost mushroom up at slide as well. Should try to remember that. can just jump down here, get them to follow across, regen some mana. Try and not have them die on top of the other packs. Big one should be just around the corner. Here, dot. These.
Never felt so good.
Wand a bit. Up again. Looting. Had one elemental earth so far. Tinker again. Right, so. And push back. Damn, all the nightfall procs. all the nightfall procs in the world. Just bandage up quick. Be ready for the next elemental pack. Pull them this way, it's faster. Wait for it to pass the giant. This giant as well we want to dodge with the fear, so we'll drag him in as far as we can before we start fearing. Hopefully we don't get stunned. Got the fear off first at least. Range does as well, perfect. Come on.
Let's get this card stuck.
Do everything to be sure that we don't miss out on anything this time around. Back. Hear it again. Perfect. perfectly. Perfect on top of every mob pack. This we can do a reset here now. Really want this. We got 2 grey mobs. We're gonna go in from here. Up down here. What? Should I wait from here? Let's see. There you go. One elemental earth so far. Nifty now, I guess. Remember to use it this time. This is definitely just like a farm you can do while you on Netflix or something. Which is pretty nice. Still. Is this troll gonna fuck us up again? Bit unlucky with this. We were a bit too fast on the first pack. should have just made a health stone and waited for this patrol to get back down, and then pull it. Here is also like a decent reset spot. You can just jump down there. You can jump on that crystal over there. Spam some shadow bolts. This is also just a decent spot to have them path around. Got 2 Elemental Earth this run so far. Just decent. Definitely not bad. Like say, Elemental Earth. You turn them into greater nature pots. Pretty much double in price. Right now we're just going at base auction house price. This time we're just gonna skip this. We can try and see if the pathing is decent on the patrol after we've killed Princess though. Let's put on this again. Always nice to have a soul stone in the bank. Now we're at least not gonna do the same mistake here. Now that we got Crit, we can use an early death coil. Here we can use the rock to try and get her to... Guess not. We're a bit too aggressive with Shadow Bolt spam. But a little improved Shadow Bolt. Shadow Bounty Killer. Not a dagger, pretty lucky with the loot so far. Also Blackstone Ring, you could probably sell it for like 10G or something. See if this pack is in position for us to pull it. That should be decent actually. Bandage up. Just one down the rest. No Elemental Earth though. But basically 60 gold an hour here. So when you push it, you can probably get a decent 60 gold average, which is nice for a chill farm, I'd say. There we go.